So we'll start with what is cooperative learning. So in the cooperative learning, suppose we are talking about the drama. So there is a drama, there are some person who is responsible for acting, there are some person who is responsible for playing the music, background music, and there are some person changing the background screen. So this that is it is already well defined, their role is well defined, and then they act in cooperation. Okay, they are dependent upon each other also. So like the cast and the crew of a theater production, cooperation depends upon interdependence, right? And here the main thing is one person is there and he is taking care of whether everything goes on fine. So that is the teacher's role. So here teacher's role is there, and previous in the collaborative learning we have told that teacher's role is not there. Whenever they need help, that time only they approach the teacher, otherwise they do by themselves. So they are not monitored by the teacher. Here sometimes teacher do monitor. So here roles and responsibilities are clearly defined. So their roles and responsibilities are clearly defined, but are open for negotiation. Okay, one can do the other role if they agree, the group agree, right? And then this method of collaboration, here don't confuse with the collaborative learning, right? This collaboration means they work together, right? This method of collaboration brings with it a strong sense of accountability. That is, accountability is there. Okay, there is accountability between the group. Okay, they cooperate with themselves and they are accountable to each other also. So in contrast to collaborative learning, a cooperative learning structure takes the following form, right? In contrast to collaborative learning, a cooperative learning. So cooperative learning structure we are calling about. Cooperative learning structure takes the following form. Right? What are they? Will see. Here teacher's role is there. Okay. Teachers observe. Previously we told that teacher's role is not there, but in cooperative learning teacher's role is there. Teachers observe, listen and intervene. Okay, wherever teacher can just say come in between. Okay, wherever teacher wants to come in between, the teacher can come, right? Teacher observes also, just see whatever you are doing. So observation is done by the teacher and they listen to whatever is happening, and then whenever they want to interfere, teacher do interfere, right? Then students submit work at the end of the lesson for evaluation. When the work is completed, they give to the teacher for evaluation. Okay, students submit work at the end, okay, of lesson. When the lesson is completed, they submit the lesson for evaluation. Okay, and we can call it as assessment. One more thing is, So every individual work, no, so the success depends upon the every individual, right? Because every individual the work for the group. So the success of the group, so the group is success, means success of the group, okay, depends upon the efforts. Each and everybody do some work, no? So efforts of every one involved. So everyone is involved. So the success depends upon the every student, what are they doing. So every group, the group success depends upon the individual. Then now we will see the what are the benefits of cooperative and collaborative learning. What are the benefits of this cooperative and collaborative learning? The majority of the students learn best when they are immersed in learning through interaction and application. So they interact with each other and they apply their knowledge. So when they do so, their learning happens, maximum learning happens. During this, they discover something, so they learn, whatever they learn, they remember, the retention is for longer period of time. So here the active participation of the student is there, and also peer group plays very important role. Okay, they learn from their peers also, right? They accept their peers also, and they also their performance, group performance as well as individual performance, both are drastic, beautifully it increases. So with cooperative and collaborative methods, much more valuable than individual. If you do it as an individual, rather than if you don't follow cooperative and collaborative, you learn less. But when you go for cooperative and collaborative, your performance is also increased. You learn a lot during this. Because of you learn a lot, your performance also, your marks also increases. With cooperative and collaborative method, much more valuable. You can say it's very valuable for the individual compared to the individual learning. And because you get the progress. Okay, the progression is very good progress. You progress very quickly and your performance also increases. So group work helps students who have difficulty with social skills, and sometimes there are some students who don't mix with others quickly, but when they do the group work, they learn how to mix with the people, how to talk to people, so their social skill also increases. Then this is a safe and structured space. They interact among themselves, and it is very nice, safe, and there is a structure in that, and their confidence, it boosts their confidence. Okay, and they recognize that yes, I am capable of doing this. So they recognize themselves also, and their value also. Yes, I have done something to my group, so they value themselves also. Then inclusivity is encouraged, means inclusive. I am also one of the part of the group, so that is also inclusivity is also encouraged in this group. And also so much thing as a average child. Okay, there is no, we cannot call that some students are average or something like that, but here all work together, their strength also is increased, right? So their individual strength also increases. They don't here differentiate among themselves, no? So the individual strength also increases. So these are the benefits of the cooperative and collaborative learning. And here the effective cooperative and collaborative learning does not necessarily come easy and may require change in mindset of everyone involved. And here you cannot say just because you cooperate or collaborate with each other, all this advantage we talked about, it is going to increase. It is not so. It is the mindset of the individual. You are with the group and you want to work with the group. So if you are not going, if you are working with the group and do work properly, then all these benefits are there. Suppose you are aloof, staying aloof and don't want to work and staying different, so then in that case you feel that sometimes students do feel as an individual this work has to be done, I can do it better than in the group. In that case no improvement happens. So it's all depends upon the mindset of the individual. If you want to improve yourself, yes, it is quite possible. If you don't have that mindset, yes, it is not going to happen. So this is not overwhelming proposition either. And then is the world is already collaborating. So you can normally, if you see the world how it is working, it is working under collaboration, right? Both the world is running because of cooperation, also collaboration also. So teachers create a well-rounded citizen and the skills needed to succeed. So what teacher do is a beautiful citizen teacher is producing, and also their skill how to cooperate and collaborate with each other, the skill also teachers try to improve, not only in future education and work, but also the personal lives, their own students' personal life also. They try to collaborate and cooperate with each other. So this is what they learn as an adult life also. In future also, when they become adult, then this helps them a lot, because they have learned something about cooperation and collaboration. They learned through this technique. So their life skills also, they learn something in their life skill also. So these are the things the very helpful for their life also. It is not only for learning, but in their life also it is very helpful. So you can say that is cooperation, collaboration, not only for learning. Suppose they go for some work, so they are appointed somewhere, they can do the teamwork. So normally if you see that Indians lack in the teamwork, that is what the comments by the other foreign country, they do say that Indians don't cooperate with each other, and then their teamwork, they are very poor. As an individual they are good, but if you giving some teamwork to them, they don't do it, right? So this type of thing can be minimized when the teacher goes for the cooperative and collaborative learning. So these are the advantages of the cooperative and benefits, we can say, benefits of cooperative and collaborative learning, right? So we can say that the majority of students learn best. So in the cooperative and collaborative learning, they learn that best when they are immersed in learning through interaction and application. How they learn their best? Because there is an interaction and application between them. A student is more likely to remember. So in this type of learning, they remember a lot, and because they were either active participants, they are not passive, they are active. Because of their active participation, they remember. Their retention is for longer period of time, and their performance, individual performance also increases. And also not only that performance, their performance and progress, they perform and also their progress. So we can say that with cooperative, I can say that with collaboration, collaborative and cooperative method, okay, much more valuable than individual ways of building students' performance and progression, right? They progress very quickly, they progress, and their performance also increases. It is much more than the individual learning. Next is group work helps them. What is a group work? It really helps them, that is their social skills also increases. Okay, some of the students may not be good at social skills, but when they work together, they are compelled to work together, and they know, they learn, so slowly they learn about the social skills, how to deal with others, how to talk to others, when not to be angry with others, talk politely. All these social skills also increases when they do the group work. So group work helps students who have difficulty with social skills. What is social skills? How to move with each other, how to talk to each other. So they that help the individual. Okay, provide safe and structured space to interact with each other. Okay, this is the safe and very good structure.